Hey, what's up, everyone? I wanted to go through really quickly. Somebody asked me on my stream today what levels I use and kind of how I use them. So I'm going to go through really quick. What do I mark out and what do I pay attention to going into the trading day? So we're here in Trading View and I've got this set to the 30-minute time frame. And so the first thing that I do, I already have it added, but I'll go ahead and pop this up, is I'm going to look for session volume profile HD. And so I'll just go ahead and add a second iteration of that here onto my chart. And what I do from here, now again, we're on the 30-minute time frame. If you change time frames, this is going to change the levels a bit. So I like to keep it on the 30. And then what I do is I just grab my line tool and I just mark out the previous day. So we can see that the overnight session has already started, but I'm looking at the previous day, which was technically this morning's session. And I don't do this until we actually get the close. And then I'll mark it out. I'm not sure if I have these preset. PD value area high. And then I'm just going to go through and I'll do POC. And if you don't understand what these things are, let me know. And I will make another little video on that explaining it. We're just going to mark these out. PD value. Okay. All right. And then once that's done, I just turn it off for now so that I have these levels marked. The other 3 levels that I'm going to mark, so I mark 6 levels every day before the next day. So I'm going to go to my daily time frame. And this is the last day that we've had. This is, again, this overnight session. So I'm just going to mark the high. And this will be PD high. Mark the low. That'll be PD low. And then I'm going to grab any sort of either fib or GAN box, whatever. And I just measure the top to bottom of that day. And then I mark the 50%. And that's going to be PDEQ is the term, or the 50% of the day. And that's it. That's all I do. That's all I mark out. There's a couple of things, even just looking at this chart already, that I'm noticing. But how I've been taught to use these levels, I did not come up with this, so I'm not the mad scientist behind this, but what I have been taught and what I am learning is basically, if we get, let's say it's New York Open tomorrow, and it gets to 10 a.m. Eastern, that's going to be the first 30-minute close going into the next 30-minute candle. If that 30-minute candle closes tomorrow above the POC, then we can expect for price to rotate to the EQ. We close above that, we can expect a rotation to the previous day value area high. And all we're expecting is for price to rotate in balance. Now, obviously, there's more to it than that, but that's the basics of what I mark out. That's the basics of what I look at. There's 3 other things that I do keep on my chart. I sometimes turn them off, and that is the 8 EMA, the 24 EMA, and the session VWAP. Out of these 3, probably the most important to me is the session VWAP. And the EMAs are for when we're trending. So if we jump down onto the 5-minute real quick, we can see here, we've got a short on a trending day, another short. We actually had the 8 EMA here. And then you can see here, we were trying to break above and couldn't. And so then we ended the day short there as well. If we start ranging, this will be the last thing that I say because I don't want this video to be too long. If we start ranging, you start getting this look right here. Then I just come over here. I just turn them off. Just turn them off. And then you just trade what you see here and whatever the levels you have marked there for the day. So anyways, that's what I trade. There's a little bit more nuance to it than that, but that's essentially what I'm looking for. Basically just where's price trying to rotate based off of previous day value. There's also previous week value. So I do have those marked as well that I keep on my chart. I've got other charts that have weekly values going back several weeks. And so I go and look. If we start retracing into those areas, then I look to see where are we getting some respect. And then I can kind of have an expectation of where price might traverse. So if we start getting acceptance in a certain weekly value area high, then I'm expecting, okay, we will probably traverse to that weekly's POC and then to that weekly's value area low and vice versa. So anyways, that's that. Those are the levels I mark. That's what I pay attention to on an intraday basis. I hope that this, I don't really know if it helped you, but it at least just gives you an idea of what other traders are looking at. I know a lot of people trade off of volume. This is how I've been taught by my mentor, by the person who's teaching me. And yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys have a good one. See ya.